That is funny.
That was Lamine Barrow, Drake Nevis, Joseph LeBeau, who played with the Rams for a little while. Big Shaquille Lucas. He's a car salesman now, but he played at La Tech. He had a little run with the Seahawks. And who else was in that video? Willie Smith. He played at West Texas A&M. And it was crazy because they would always talk about, like, come on, man, come get in the picture, come get in the picture. I'm like, man, I don't want to be in the picture. And then they made that video, and now it's like everything that I see is trainers in the video. Everybody got a cameraman following them, which is good for y'all. if you're a cameraman or a camera lady. But
how long you been working with Nate, and
I said too long. No, probably coming out of his 9th or 10th grade season, I think he came over. And he's been here ever since. You know, a lot of the guys, they know being safe is what we do. So when they come in, we do the video assessments and things like that to make sure that their gait pattern stays safe, and it keeps them healthy through the process. Even if they got to go somewhere else and train somewhere else or work out at school, they come back. Now, they don't just go anywhere. We got a few people that we recommend or whatever, and there's some of them that if they want to go work with those other people, then they can go and don't come back. But we've decoded through slow motion video a security system that's in the body. We studied a lot of indigenous cultures. We studied the super athlete that played a couple of decades, like Ed Reed, Deion Sanders. You got like Simone Biles, who's in her mid-20s, which is kind of old for a gymnast. The Williams sisters, the ones that stayed away from the repetitive stress injury and avoided the non-contact catastrophic, blowing their knee out for no reason, just running somebody down. Then we studied early childhood development. We looked at the crawling patterns of children, and those crawling patterns are very similar to that of the run gait of the super athlete, the indigenous tribesmen, and stuff like that. So we built a system around that. A lot of the workouts today and the things that they're doing in the weight room is anti-rotational. Well, everything that has ever been created by God or man or whoever you believe in, we all here, however we got here, everything moves in rotation, right? There's a spiraling effect. If you watch a wave, if you watch a hurricane or something, and there's an energy release. So same thing with a big cat in the jungle, and then it goes into a person. They would say Jordan had swagger. Well, Jordan just moved in rotation. He walked around the way that you're supposed to run. That's why he avoided that repetitive stress injury. That's why he could play and go down in history as maybe the most durable person that ever played. And our system is built around that, and that's what the GOATA Locomotive system is. So we built, with GLS, we built strength programs to fit around that. So I started here in like 2014, something like that. I actually started doing training in like 2012, somewhere around there, 2011, 2012. But I kind of just started with an agility ladder. Well, anything processed is probably no good. Fried stuff. I honestly, if they don't come to me about diet stuff, I don't get into it too much with them. But I mean, listen, there's so much information on social media. I mean, not social media, but the internet right now. You could go in there and everybody's diet's up there. Some diets work better for some people. When we studied the indigenous cultures, they would feast. They would have these feasts, these meals. They might not eat the next day. So I see people that do this intermittent fasting and stuff that works real good for their bodies. Well, basically that's what was happening just because of what there was access to, and they would go, the tribesman was special to everything because he would have to run a marathon to feed his family. Now, once you kill something, you got to bring that shit home. You got to bring it home. You know what I'm saying? So you couldn't be out there with plantar fasciitis, a bad back, and your body all broken down, and then have to carry a 80-pound ball back home. And his family's life and his own life in the brush was built upon his endurance.